Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Saida here with another video. Okay, hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Saida, and here on Kamara, we're keeping it real, we're keeping it 100, and we're trying to navigate life like a boss while overcoming all obstacles. So if you like the sound of that, hit that subscribe button and join the Afro Squad. Anyways, this is such a random video, but I couldn't keep this to myself. I was like, I gotta talk to somebody, because your girl been watching Young, Famous, and African. It's a new show on Netflix. It came out on the 18th of March, and I've been hooked. I watched it yesterday, which was 19th of March, because of the time difference, and I couldn't stop. I had to watch all 5 episodes until I finished. I think it's 5, right? 7. I had to watch all 7 episodes with non-stop because it was so good. They really served us the African sauce that we needed, the heat we needed, okay, and the drama. So I want to just do this video and just do a little review or highlight my review on the show, because your girl couldn't keep all of this inside. And of course I got us really excited watching the show. I started watching it because I'm a fan of Diamond and Zari. Diamond is like the Tanzanian celebrity superstar. He represented Tanzania in the media world. He's an amazing singer, amazing artist. He has a brand called WCB, and he's just done a lot of amazing stuff for the music industry in Tanzania, bringing it to the world. And Zari is his baby mama. They have 2 kids together, and that's how I came to know of her. And I also became a huge fan of her. I started following her, and ever since, she's like this boss lady, like every girl would want to be. She has got 5 kids, and you know, through her and him following them on social media, found out about this show, and I was like, I'm not gonna miss this, of course, because I'm a huge follower, and of course it's gonna have drama. Everybody wants to know the unresolved issues that they had, because they did have 2 kids together. They were a power couple. They broke up, so you know, they left us hanging. We like, oh, everybody just want to know what's happening. So started watching this show. Oh my god, first of all, the production, Netflix level, so you can expect the best. The production was like top notch. The fashion was like, woo, extra, like how Africans we all are. Everything is extra. The drama was there. Of course, I can imagine, of course, they try to put these group of friends together for the show, so some people got to meet each other through this show and you know, make friends. But I think the first thing that caught my eye was Khanyi, the one whose voice is being used in the show. I felt like she was the star of the show. Her voice is so powerful, and I like her. I really liked her. You know, at the beginning I was like, you know, but then I started liking her because she's very real. Like, I like people who are real. Like, they like you, they tell you. They don't like you, they don't play in between. Like, they don't have blur lines. They just like straightforward. We're good. We're not good. We're good, not good. I feel crazy, I'm just gonna act crazy. You know, I liked her really. And although she has a different parenting style, but she was really like straight up about it. Like with her daughter, she talked about it, and I really liked that, because she was like, hey, we're in this together, I'm trying to figure it out. And sometimes I do feel like that, because I can relate to her. Like, sometimes I don't have this whole mother thing figured out all the time, but I'm learning as I go, you know. And she's not trying to be the perfect. Yeah, maybe there are some things, of course, I didn't agree with, but I like the fact that she talked about it. She was honest about it. You know what I mean? She wasn't someone like I was inspired by, because she was like very weak. You know, she had put her career on hold and everything for her kids. But of course, that did change throughout the show. I'm just saying the first impression that I got, right? I was like, she's super clingy to her kids and her family, and she was like, you know, Swanky, her very good friend and also her stylist. I loved Swanky throughout the whole show. Swanky is like my top notch, one of my favorite members of the cast. Swanky is also he's from Nigeria, together with Annie. And Swanky, he is a stylist in Nigeria, and he's really good friends with Annie, okay, who is Two-Face's baby mama, wife, excuse me for that. And I loved Swanky from the beginning to the end, because Swanky showed me this thing, like he has this like loyalty, and if he's your friend, he will stick with you, he'll stick by you, he'll fight for you. Like, he's those kind of people, you know what I mean? Whether you're happy, whether you're in your best or your worst, he's got your back kind of vibes. I got that from Swanky from day one, and he was like, he's like very comfortable with Annie, very straightforward. Like, hey, you just googled your husband is, we just been away for a few hours, and he just made a joke about it, but without judging her. But I liked that about him. He is just, his vibe is just. I need a friend like Swanky, guys. For real, I need me a friend like that. He is like the friend everybody wants to have. And then we got to see Diamond, of course, who is like the superstar, aka Playboy. Like he's saying right there, like, I'm a Playboy. I know myself. Like, he's a superstar. Of course, he's like the African superstar. He can have whatever he wants. So like, Zari is Diamond's baby mama, whom we were all waiting to see. Okay, where's she gonna show up? Like, what's she all about? And Zari, she's beautiful. She's a very powerful woman, very influential woman. She has like a huge following on social media, and she's very all about glamour, beautiful, glamour, powerful, superwoman kind of vibes, right? And she was introduced to the show because I think the part where she showed up was when Diamond was in South Africa, and he had met everybody else in the crew, and then he invited Zari to his house. And Zari walks in, and she's a whole vibe. She's very, very feminine. I could tell, very, very feminine, like to the detail of how she composes herself, how she dresses, like kind of thing. She doesn't have any like other gangster vibes, or she's very, very feminine kind of woman. The way she also like she's very gentle when it came to how she was like saying hi to everybody. Diamond, very, like I could see from the show that people mentioned touchy and all that. I feel like she was very she's a very feminine kind of woman, also very powerful and confident. I think confident is like the key word. So now at the beginning of the show, when Kanye was hosting, she's having a party at this place, and she invites Annie and everybody, and her and Annie have like a little rub together because of the parenting style. Kanye shares that her daughter, who's 15 years old, is her neighbor who lives next door. She doesn't live with her, and Annie is like, she doesn't get this. She's like, what? How do you, like a woman, like a grown-ass mother, raise your kid, and by allowing her to live next door to you, she's a minor, she needs supervision, so they didn't agree on that parenting style and everything. And Annie was like, wasn't having it. She was like, like she was saying straight up there, like, this ain't right, okay? She was very vocal about it. She was very vocal about how she felt. And then Annie went to the side, and she was talking to Andile, because I felt like they felt like maybe they could relate a little bit more. They all looked a little bit composed at that time. So then Kanye joins them to that little chat and finds out that Annie was very vulnerable. She had gone through a lot of stuff. She was really, really broken inside because of the relationship turbulence that she had experienced in her marriage. Her husband is a superstar. They were together for like ever. Her child is actually the 5th one with the man because of the infidelity issues that he had. So like you can see that this woman carried so much with her, like she was broken inside. She was literally broken inside. And I felt for her at that moment. I was like, wow. So, then it made sense why she was so attached to her children and her family, and why she was really trying to like hold on to them so much, why she would have put herself on pause for them, because like I guess family seemed like a very important thing for her. It was like the main thing for her was her family, and the fact that she'd gone through so much trials because of that family, and she's like holding on to it. It's like everything that she's got, and that explains a lot of her behavior. And I could relate to her a lot on that sense, because I was like, yeah, I know the feeling of that. I'm a family. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. I know the feeling of, your family meaning so much to you. I know the feeling of sometimes you have to put yourself on the side to make sure that the family as a whole is in the right place. So I could relate to that as a woman. I could definitely relate to that, so I could understand where she's coming from and how she judges or whatever, right? And I didn't want to judge her for anything, so I just, that's how she is, that's her story, that's what she's been through, and I respect that, and that's how it is. And then Kanye said something, right? She's like, oh my god, I just heard this woman just tell me, like, be so vulnerable in front of me and give me her biggest weakness. I can destroy her for that. And I was like, this Kanye girl, she looks like a mean girl, and you know, she could probably destroy this other woman who's so vulnerable here, who's already so damaged. You know, she could break her because this woman just met these guys and shared her story. And I was like, oh my God, I was just praying to God it doesn't happen, because I was like so disappointed. I was like scared for Annie. I was like putting myself in her shoes, and I was like, oh my God, like, and I was like, I don't know, it's so much, because you know, when a mother would go through a lot of these things, these turbulence, it does affect the children. So I was like thinking for her children, I was like, oh my God, I hope they don't destroy this mother again, so that she's a whole when she's going back to her family. So she got my soft spot right there. Like, she really got my soft spot. And then we keep going, watching the show and everything. And then this is like, there's so much going on in this whole show, right? But I can't put everything in this video because it's going to be too long, okay? But like, I think what stayed in my mind throughout until the end of the show, and I can't stop thinking about it. So I know they try to create scenarios and drama, of course, to keep the show looking saucy and everything. Zari, who I'm a huge fan of, and I started watching this show for, I was so like, of course, inspired, and she really like caught my heart as soon as she walked in, and how everybody was talking about her and how beautiful she is and how confident she is, and how, you know, she walks in there and she owns the place, right? And I was like, wow, yeah, this is the woman that I'm a fan of, because that's what we see on Instagram, and that's how everybody actually feels who's around her. And I was like, wow, yeah, this woman really is the big deal. And then, so now, where things start taking a turn, you know, the show is nice and hot, it's so heated, it's 7 episodes, there's a lot that goes on in there, right? But the things that really caught my attention, and not caught my attention, the really things that stuck to my head was like, okay, number one was like when Zari had this thing with Annie, right? So on the dinner that Zari showed up, the first day she showed up when everybody met, then Annie has been called Two-Face. And then she was on video call, and he was talking to everybody, saying hi, and then he asked to say hi to Zari again, or something, or he repeated something, I don't know, and he was trying to say hi to Zari or whatever. And then Annie was like, hey, like, you know, how do you know my husband? I mean, of course, I would ask you. If my husband talking to you, I'm going to ask you, how you know my man? I'm going to ask you, okay, because that's my man. I'm going to ask you. So, and then Annie asked her, like, hey, how do you know my man? I guess. And then Zari was like, I think, maybe, I don't know, bothered by her being asked that question, because she says that they went for tea the next day, and Annie asked the question again and again, how do you know my man? Maybe because she didn't get the answer she was looking for. But I think Annie has entitlement to ask that. I mean, I would, if you're a lady I just met and you're supposed to be maybe a friend of mine, I'm gonna ask you if you have any relationship with my man, because that's my man. I'm building a life with him. I live with him every day. So if y'all have a relationship, how, I mean, I should know, right? There's no problem in that. So I don't know, it kind of bothered Zari, I guess, or something like that, why Annie be asking her that question. I don't know. And then Zari now started showing me a different side of her, and I was like, girl, what's this, right? So she started saying stuff like, you know, Annie is so insecure, she has insecurities, she's not confident, and all of these things. And she starts passing a few like comments and everything, and then, you know, it started getting heated up, and things don't work out. And then the next thing you know is they go for tea together. Annie looks like she's really like a straightforward person. She'll just tell you how she feels. She don't care how you take it. She's not gonna sugarcoat or act like she likes you or she doesn't like you. She's not gonna pretend. She looks like someone who just says what she feels, put it out there whether you take it or not, right? I respect her for that. I think I like people like that instead of people who are shady. So then this is the part where, you know, my feelings started getting mixed up, because I'm like, okay, I'm a fan of Zari. I just met this Annie girl, but now I can relate to her because she's a woman. She has a family. She has, you know, she's been through a lot, you know, and you know, come to think of it, Zari and Annie have a lot in common. Both of them have children with superstars, like superstars, African superstars. So Two-Face Idibia, Annie's husband, is a superstar celebrity, and he's have kids with other women, and Annie was hurt by that situation. Zari has the same situation, because Zari had a baby, had a relationship with Diamond, who's a superstar, and he had 2 kids for him, and then she finds out that he has other kids with other women. So they both had the same experience. They both had a relationship with superstars. They both are women who had their own careers. Zari, they just chose 2 different outcomes of the situation. Annie chose to stick and stay by her man despite everything, and go through the hurt, get over with it, keep her family intact, keep it there because one day it's gonna pay off, right? Zari, she said, you know what? I'm out of here. I ain't about this life. I'm gonna put me first. You know, this is disrespectful. And Zari and Diamond were married. I guess maybe that's a difference as well. So Zari let go of that relationship and she's just living her life, putting herself first and all of that. So they do have exactly that in common, both of them. Annie and Zari, both of them were celebrities or were people who, yeah, they're both celebrities, of course. And of course, maybe their reputation with their husband amplified their reputation, their reputation and stuff like that. So they both have the same story. It's just that maybe they don't agree about the outcome. I don't agree that you are gonna, like, you know, leave him, or I don't maybe Zari doesn't agree with how Annie has put her confidence or self-esteem down for a man. And I think that's where she kind of keeps saying that, you know, you're not confident, you have low self-esteem, because it's like she's kind of tell her, why would you stay there? You should leave. You know, the man disrespects you. You don't respect yourself. You should get out of there, right? I kind of feel that vibe. That's what I'm feeling. Maybe I'm wrong, right? But I'm just kind of getting that vibe. So when they go to tea together, it gets heated up because Annie be telling her like, hey, I didn't like the fact that you pulled my man on the side and you telling my man that I'm insecure. I would have done the same goddamn thing. I'm a mama, I'm a wife. Like, if I met you, you're supposed to be my friend or whatever. It's a girl code, period, right? And I am yes, I am insecure because nobody is perfect 24/7. We get through. Sometimes we're at our weakest, sometimes we're at our best. But if I'm at my weakest point and you want to use that, like, to make me look bad or to make me look weak or to make me look lower or lower than you, I don't like that, because I just don't like that. I think the Kanye said it straight up when she went to Zari, because this situation got so heated up, then everybody had to start making peace and put this family together, this union together. So Swanky had a talk with Zari, Kanye had a talk with Zari, and both Zari and Annie. And then I think that, you know, what really now made me win, Kanye really won me over here, because Kanye, first of all, should have not even have been on Annie's side, because they already had a rubbing with the whole parenting situation, right? They didn't agree with each other. But what Kanye did was she listened to Annie. She could see Annie's story. She didn't judge her. She just understood her. She understood where she's coming from. Like, yeah, this girl, yeah, she has insecurities. But she understood that they were caused by certain situations in her life. And this girl was hurt by other people. She was destroyed. She's broken because of this. And she understood that. And you know what she did? She empathized for her. She empathized for Annie, right? And then she went and told Zari in the discussion. They're both friends. And Kanye is friends with Zari too. And Kanye went and told Zari. She was on her side and everything, right? But she went and told Zari, she said, you know, what you should have done as a woman, as a friend, was actually, if you had gone to talk to Two-Face, you would have told Two-Face that, you know what, the damage you have caused this woman, she loves you. And that's what she did. That's what Kanye did when she went and met up with Two-Face. And she sat him down and told him, I want you to know that this woman loves you. You know, that gave me, like, that just made my whole experience with Kanye change. Because at first I was like, she just looks like a mean girl, you know what I mean? Like, she's got bad parenting style, she's like reckless and everything. But then she was empathetic. Like, really, she was not understanding Annie's decision and choice of lifestyle, right? But she really got out of her shoes, put herself in Annie's shoes, could feel the pain this woman had gone through. She stopped judging her. She stopped looking her as an enemy. And then she got a soft spot for her. And then she went and told this guy, like, hey, like, that's what it got me. She's like, she was a girlfriend. Like, I want a friend like that. You go tell the man, like, hey, whatever you done to my friend, if you ever break her heart, I'm gonna break your legs. Like, she kind of did that. She went to Two-Face and tell him, like, you know, this woman loves you, man. She loves you. Don't you ever hurt her, because you put her through damage and whatever, but she's still sticking by you. Make this special. He even told him, like, when you're saying your vows there, like, you gotta say it. Whew, girl, let me cry a little bit because this is so good. I don't know. I loved that so much, because I guess maybe because I'm a family person. I am very family oriented. I'm about that life. I do not even want to look at a man who is in a relationship I don't even want to look at a couple, because I don't look at a couple as a single. I look at them together. I don't want to talk to you with our I don't want to talk to him without you. You know what I mean? Like that's just how I am, right? Because that's how I would like people to respect my relationships. So when Kanye did that, I was like, okay, I am now moving. I was a fan. I'm telling you, I'm watching this series because I'm a fan of Zari, right? But when I saw Zari, how she treated Annie's situation, because yeah, everybody could see Annie was having some, you know, insecurities. Everybody was talking about it. Like everybody said that when she was having a video call with her man, she was so excited, over the moon, but nobody took it to the other level. You know what I mean? They all, that's how she is, that they left it, right? But you want to take that and you want to make it a thing, and you want to make yourself look better in a situation where someone looks weaker. I didn't like that, because of course the outcome of that conversation with Two-Face was like, look at me, I'm a very confident woman, I'm beautiful, I got it, I'm confident, I'm famous. And your woman, she's not confident. That's what I'm thinking the outcome of the conversation would be. Why would you want to tell him that? Don't you? It's like it's like you're informing him that about something, a weakness that about his woman that he doesn't know of. It's not your place to do that. Why would you do that? Like, I just didn't like it. It was so shady, and it was like, for me, it was against girl code. You don't do that. You don't do that. Like, it's wrong. And then just for someone who's already insecure or vulnerable like that, and you want to make comments like, hey, your husband is the one walking behind me, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I don't know. I didn't like it. I'm a married woman. I have been vulnerable. I have been hurt. I have been in pain. I have been through a lot. And when I was in that state, if anybody would have done that to me, it would have hurt me. Why lie? It would have hurt me. It would have made me feel bad, because I'm just trying to pick, like, look at Annie. She's trying to pick herself up right now. She's just left her family behind because she wants to put herself up first now. She wants to say, okay, let me find myself again. Let me put myself out there again, right? She's just trying to get up on her feet, and you want to beat her when she's down like that? I didn't like that at all. So from that moment, I was like, you know what, Kanye, like, she got my heart, because she had every opportunity. Kanye had every opportunity to hurt Annie. You know, because Annie attacked her about her parenting style, and Annie wasn't seeing eye to eye with her. She's very, very different from her, like in many, many ways. Kanye also had very much influence over the whole group and everything. So I was like, Kanye had every opportunity to destroy this woman, but she didn't do that. She didn't do that. And that's what made me love her. I like that. I really like that. Now, my feelings about Zari became mixed feelings. I was like, oh, you know, I'm just disappointed, because like I wasn't expecting that from you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Yeah, she's got diamond there wrapped around her finger. She's holding on to him. You know what I mean? Like, she's possessing. So it was, I don't know. It just felt like it was all about power in there. It was like, yeah, she's got the flashy life. She's beautiful. She's confident and powerful. I don't know. For me, it just felt like it's all about power. And I like people who, when they are the most powerful or more superior than others or richer or wealthier, I like to see how they treat the people who are more vulnerable than themselves. That's when I just win. You win me over, period. You know, if for me, it doesn't matter how much money you got, how much power you got. I mean, like, beautiful. You know how many beautiful women are there in Tanzania? How many beautiful women I've met in my life? There are so many. Or how many powerful women out there? You know, you got beauty and power. Okay, so double of it. But then the way you treated somebody there, I just didn't like it, because I just felt like if you do something like that, it just makes you look better, bigger, higher. You know what I mean? You can only belittle people, so it makes you look bigger, better. You know what I mean? So that's how I felt. Now, the ending of this whole thing, this show that just left me sweating on my head, was that, okay, at the train situation. So at the train, Zari was hosting that day, and then people didn't show up. And I was like, okay, so this is showing what I was thinking, like, you know, your relationship with people. You have power, you have beauty, you have fame, your relationship with people. How is that? So people didn't show up. Most people didn't show up, right? Could be due to many different reasons, right? But people didn't show up for the event, for her thingy. So I was like, okay, first thing first, you know, your relationship with people didn't look right to me. But it wasn't something I was like, it bothered me. It's just something I noticed, right? Now, next thing is they got on this train, and then so she's saying a speech like, hey, thank you guys for honoring my invite, right? So thank you guys for honoring my invite. And then Kanye gets rubbed off the wrong way because she's like, oh, why'd you say my? And, it's like, you're making yourself feel superior. Who do you think you are? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know if there was more to that conversation than just that. Yes, maybe it could have been a small thing, but it was so amplified because it became a big deal. Kanye was upset. Why are you making everybody else feel inferior? We're not your fans here. We're all stars. Everybody here is as powerful and as rich as you are. So there is no point of belittling people when we're all in the same level. And I think Kanye is more of a team player. Like, she's like, I get that. Like, I've had friends who they're all for the team, because I could see that Kanye had a relationship with everybody in there, like a very personal relationship. She would go and see DJ naked. She would go see Annie. She would go see Nadia. She would go see she had a relationship with everybody there, like a one-on-one relationship, and it was a beautiful relationship, I could see. So every time there would be a raffle between people, she was always being a peacemaker. I feel like her and Swanky had a lot in common. They were always like peacemaker. They always want to keep the group together, and Swanky was not even from South Africa. He's from Nigeria, right? She's from South Africa, and Zari also is from South Africa. So I mean, like, they should have had a good bond, I would say, but like they didn't. So I was like, I could see that Kanye was more of a team player. Kanye, every time, she was more about the team, us, the team. Zari made it seem, I guess in that conversation, made it seem like I'm inviting you guys, you know what I mean? So maybe it did come off like that. I don't think it's a big of a deal to exaggerate and make it over a fight, but maybe it's the series, they need to create some drama. But yeah, it escalated a lot, and then you could see that people started parting sides and everything, and then you have Kanye and what is his name, and Swanky and Annie, and there was one. Oh yeah, Nadia wasn't there, but Nadia was on their side. So you could see Zari only had DJ Naked and his girlfriend. So you could see that there was a division there. So I don't know, maybe they were. I think that sometimes when you have a group of friends and when one wants to be the queen bee, it becomes like maybe it's intimidating. It's not a nice feeling, Some people like it when they're all friends. They can all just be themselves. Everybody can be like, we put your guard down, I guess. I could hear what Kanye was saying in the conversation, like, what is it going to take for you to put your guard down? Like, do you always have to like portray this perfect image of yourself, like, yeah, you're the best in everything, you always look perfect? Sometimes, like, I don't know, I think that when you're with your friends, sometimes you should just be able to be yourself. You should be able to put your guard down. You should be able to just like, hey guys, you should be able to not always win, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's okay for you not to be the best in everything when you're with your friends, because friendships usually, there is no levels. When you're friends, you're all like in the same level. We're here because we care about each other, we're together. So maybe that's the vibe that Zari was putting out there, and it wasn't having it. And maybe also Zari was being attacked because it was just one speech that she said, thank you for honoring my invite. And Zari was like, guys, I just said thank you for honoring my invite. Why is everybody attacking me? So Zari was defensive, like she felt like everybody was attacking her. But I think that maybe the fact that it escalated and became that thing is because a lot of things maybe have led to that. I don't think one conversation, one statement can ruin everything. Perhaps it's how people feel when they're around you. So yeah, maybe she's beautiful. Maybe she's just a very powerful woman, a very beautiful, powerful, influential woman. And I think maybe women like that they don't go around in packs. They go well, like they're not maybe team players. They're more of like, I stand alone kind of thing. So with that being said, I don't know, man. At the end of the day, I like people's people. I like people person. I like how you treat people. You know what I mean? So as flashy as Zari has always inspired me, I really have a soft spot for Kanye now, because she's taught me that, you know what, you can be powerful, you can be rich, you can be influential, but you can still be humble, be empathetic, still have each other's backs, you know what I mean? And then the speech she gave on the wedding day, she acknowledged, she told Annie, like, you know, the milestone you have reached is what we're all seeking, you know what I mean? So it's not like it's her day. She gave her that day, you know. It wasn't about her, it wasn't about Kanye, it was about Annie that day, and she gave her the spotlight, you know. And I love that. I mean, like, as a friend, I love that, you know, you'd humble yourself. And I wish I could be that kind of a friend, you know. I could be that kind of, I could have those relationships with people, no matter how influential someone can be, how powerful someone can be. I would really, I was really inspired by how Kanye just showed me. I feel like for me it was just a lesson that it's, at the end of the day, it comes down to the way you treat people. It comes down to the relationships you have with people. But yeah, maybe Zari is not about that lifestyle. Maybe she's like, you know, very, very up there beyond all of us. So like, you know, we can just sit here like how we look at Michael Jackson and say, hey, he's an idol, he's perfect and everything, he's a role model. And then what I'm saying is that I could see a lot of trends going on social media right now, especially on Zari's page, and all these young women, and I don't know if they're young or single, whatever. I don't know if, I feel like there's two teams. There's Team Annie and there's Team Zari right now. And Team Annie is like, I think women who are married, who have families, who are family oriented, who you know, I may be leaning towards Team Annie. And then there is like the Zaris who are like single women, no boundaries. I can talk to your man, I can talk whoever I want to talk to, I can do whatever I want to do. I'm a powerful woman so long as I'm confident and I know my value. That's just me. It's just me and my. So I felt like, yeah, maybe for the young women it did influence them in that sense, like, you know, it's all about being rich, powerful, and beautiful, and everything. You can have the world in your arm, in your hand, you know. And then there's Team Annie. There's like, you know, I'm a woman and I'm a nurturer, I'm a family. So I'm not either Team Zari or Team Annie. So as I'm editing this video, I forgot to mention that conclusion. I think what I got from the show at the end of the day is that I'm neither on Zari's side or Annie's or Kanye's side, but I'm somewhere in between, because I would like to learn. I'm inspired. I'm really inspired about the way Zari carries herself, woman of class, the way she's very confident and believes in herself. But at the same time, I'm learning from Kanye that even no matter how much powerful or above everybody that you can be, you still should be a bit humble, especially have your friends back and be a bit down to earth. Because I feel like Kanye is just really, she puts up her guard and she makes funny jokes and funny faces, and she just like posts funny comments and weird comments. So she does have this, like, she puts her guard down when she's with her friends and she says what she feels, and she would fight for them. Like I could see with her and DJ Naked, I could see that, you know, she really has her fans back. So I got that from Kanye, like, you know what, like, have that good relationship with people no matter how much success or power that you have. And then I got from Zari that, you know, carry yourself well, take care of yourself, and, you know, be confident in the way you should just, you know, that love yourself. But just like in between the two, don't love yourself way too much above everybody else, but at the same time also be a woman of class. Or somewhere in between the two ladies, I think, would be, if we had a character there, that would be the character I'd pick. But let me know your thoughts, guys. Leave your comments in the description. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think and what your take is on the video. It definitely got me hyped up. Like, I'm still hyped up about it. I love the content. It's amazing. And that's my view on the show. I really, really enjoyed it. I can't wait for more. I feel like it was such a great show. So I gotta get going. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, I know some of y'all might not agree or disagree with what you're saying. I don't want anyone to be bullied or whatever, but I just really wanted to share with you guys because I want to see what y'all think about the show. I absolutely loved it and I can't wait for more episodes. I think everybody on the show was amazing. They were great at it. They were good. You know, it was just awesome. I think they served us what we were expecting, and even they really exceeded our expectations. And I can't wait to see the more episodes to come. Netflix, please give us more and more. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.